Everyone, I'm Heba and welcome back. Got the new Sydney Grace Be Mine palette, and I know I thought I was going to be on a low buy this year, but I think it moved up to just try not to buy too much. But I'm trying to be good. I didn't get the new Tom Ford palettes or the new Chantekai's Giraffe palette or the new foundations that's been coming out, so I think I'm doing good, I think. But let's go ahead and talk about this palette by Sydney Grace, the Be Mine palette. Perfect for Valentine's Day. And what they say about this is that Be Mine is a Valentine-inspired palette in golds, pinks, purples, greens, and blacks for a soft everyday look or a sultry, smoky date night look. This costs $52 and there are two different palettes, a light palette and a deep palette, and I did get the deep palette only. See, I'm doing good. I didn't get the light one. Let's get back to the price. It is $52, but there are codes out there for Sydney Grace products, and that will get you 15% off. So that was $7.80 off plus $4 flat rate shipping. So this palette cost me $48.20. So here's the palette again, beautiful X's and O's on it with Be Mine in the center in gold, and it does have cardboard packaging with a magnetic closure, and it does have a mirror inside. And here are the 15 shades in the deep palette. And there are a lot of pinks and purples and greens and blacks in here, and it's kind of pretty. I'm going to look online to show you which shades are different between the light and the deep palette. Let's see, I think I can get the lid all the way back, yes, because I prefer to hold the palette this way. I believe the one metallic shade is Smooch. This one is different. This matte shade All Mine is also different. And also Love Me is different. And then these three are different. Flirty, Soulmates, and Darling. So I guess two metallic shades and four matte shades that are different. I'm going to do two looks at least. We'll see how much I want to play with this palette. We are getting a winter storm, so maybe we'll be stuck here and I'll be playing more. But I know for sure I'll be doing two looks with this palette. Let me do live swatches on my arm so I can see what the shades look like and see the pigmentation and the texture, and we'll go from there. Let's start with the first row, Smooch, and it's very creamy, this metallic shade. So here's Smooch. Ooh, wow, look at that. Pretty silvery taupe shade. Next we have the matte shade All Mine, and I do love the font in this palette because it's big enough to where I can see it without my glasses. So this one is All Mine. Oh, that's very pretty and very smoothing on my arm. Can't get over how blinding that one is. Look at that. This one's Baby Cakes. Another beautiful metallic shades. I mean, look at that. This one's like an antique gold and still have some on my finger. Wow. Next you have Love Me. Wow, look at that. And the last one on the first row is Romance. Second row we have Flirty. Ooh, that's a pretty baby pink. Next is Soulmates. This one is Darling. Pucker Up. I like the name of this one. Ooh, I like this shade. This is like a maroonish brown. Ooh, I like that one. And the last one on the first row is Cupid. Wow, that's another beautiful shade. Ooh, that one's pretty. I like that one. Now let's go to the bottom row, which has a lot of greens and blacks. This one is Crush on You. Oh, that's another beautiful shade. I may end up doing more than just two looks because this one's beautiful. And when I first looked at this palette, it's like, oh, okay. But so far from the swatches, it's beautiful. Next one is Eye Candy. Ooh, yeah, that one is good eye candy. This one is I Heart You. Now let me check out this deep black metallic shade. Ooh. And this one is Smitten. Let me put it over here. Wow. That's pigmented. Look at that. Went a little too close to Smooch. Actually, this one may be more of a shimmer shade, but it's very pigmented. Look at that. The last one here is My Person, and it is a matte black shade. So let me put that over here. Ooh, okay. I have to say that that is a very creamy matte black shade. Wow. So here are all the shades in the Be Mine palette, and so far it's beautiful. I don't know what to use first. Maybe the pinks over here. Maybe I'll try that in this look. But these three metallic shades here, wow. And these blacks and this taupe, wow, okay. Now from what I could tell, I believe that these are all new shades. I did bring out the Enduring Love palette that came out, I think a couple of years ago. And I do have the older version, which is in the tin packaging. Let me put it next to each other and see what you think. Yeah, I think it's different. Let's see. Let me swatch this shade, Darlene, which is this beautiful green shade. I love this shade. Let me put it right here. Yeah, it is different than that one. Then Eye Candy. Let me get this one, Albert, which is a beautiful taupe shade. Let me put it right here and see. Oh yeah, that's different too. So I think that's all I'm going to do between these two palettes because there's nothing similar between these two from what I could see. I mean, maybe the matte black one, let's see, which is Robert from the Enduring Love palette. Let me see that. Let's see, let me put that one here. All right, let me prime my lids and we'll start with the first look. And wow, I don't know which one to start with. But let me go ahead and prime my lids first. All right, I primed my eyes with the Hourglass eyeshadow primer, and I forgot to mention that it does come with a cute little sticker of the same palette with some roses next to it, and I thought that was a cute touch. I think what I'm gonna do is stick it on the palette. I don't know if I'm gonna stick it on the back or maybe inside in the mirror. I thought that was kind of cute. I think I'm gonna go for a pink look because looking at these swatches right here, I think that's going to be so pretty, especially this one. Love that one. So first let me go in with this shade, Soulmates. I'm using my favorite brush, the Yano Series number 7. And let me just place that. Oh, look at how pigmented that is. In my crease here. And wow, this one's very pigmented. I didn't know it would be that deep. Just keep blending it out. Ooh. And it's not a cool tone to where it looks kind of gray on my lids. Kind of like. Oh, you know what? I messed up on my brushes. The one that I should have used is this fluffier one. No wonder it looked a little smaller. It was the 06. I used the 07, which is a little bit smaller. Let me show it to you there. I should have used this one to fluff it out, but I used this one. So let me go in with the 06 and just kind of fluff it out a little bit. Blend it out. Yeah, this one's a little bit better to really blend out the shade. Going back in with the number 7, the smaller of the two, and I'm going to go in with this shade, Darling. Just put it on the tip of this brush and then place this in the crease. Get the gradient effect there. Let me go back in with the first brush, 06, and just kind of blend that out. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Pucker Up. It's this one right here. Let's see, that one right there. That's beautiful. And let me go in with the Sonia G Builder 2, and let me use this side. I'm just gonna pack the outer corner. Let me just kind of bring it up a little bit higher in the outer corner. Now I wanna go in with the shade Cupid on my lids. This one right here, and I'm gonna use my finger. I'm gonna place that in the center of my lid, almost to the inner corner. It has just a right amount of sheen to where it doesn't emphasize your texture, and the pigmentation is there. Let me tell you, Sydney Grace will never fail you. Let me just pack out the outer corner a little bit more. Just kind of fuse those two shades together. For the inner corner, I'm going to go in with this shade Flirty. Use my finger again, make sure it's clean, yes. Just come to a little bit inside, not too much to the center, no. Just to kind of brighten up this look. Going back in with the first brush, the number 6, and just kind of blend everything out in the crease. They are blending out beautiful, and you can see the different shades that I use. It's not muddying with each other. Let me put some primer, concealer, and foundation on my face, and I'll come back and do underneath my eyes. For underneath my eyes, I'm going to go in with the 06, and let's go in with the first shade that I use, Soulmates. Just place this all underneath my eyes. Now let's go in with this shade, Pucker Up. Love this shade. I think this would be a pretty one and done all over the lid. Let's just place that in the outer corner underneath my eyes. And then just bring that up to connect them. Let me put the rest of my makeup on and I'll be right back. And here is the finished look, all pinked out. Eyes, cheeks, lips. I think I'm ready for Valentine's Day, and I think this would be a beautiful look for Valentine's Day date night. When is Valentine's Day? I think it's on a Monday night this year, I think. Wow. But yeah, I would definitely use this look for a Valentine's Day date night. This is very pretty. Love this shade Cupid. And that deep matte shade Pucker Up. Love it. Didn't change my shirt because I didn't want to wash out the swatches here, but these shades right here that I use are just beautiful. Maybe I might end up doing 3 looks because I want to try this beautiful matte shade there. And of course this taupey shade and maybe this deep black metallic shade. And then I want to use this copper shade and this green shade. So maybe I might end up doing 3 looks. We'll see. But I love this one. This is perfect for Valentine's Day. Very soft, very flirty, very pink. All right, let's see what the next look will be. And I don't know if it'll be set to music or if I'll be talking to it, because I want it to be enjoyable for you guys too. I don't want it to be drawn out. Well, all right, let's see what the next look will be. Can't decide which to do next because I want to try them all. I especially want to try Smitten, this black shimmer shade. I think I'm going to go with Smitten. I'm going to try to do a black metallic smoky eye look. I'm going to try. And if I mess up, I'll still put it in here to show you what not to do, maybe. Got my eyes primed, and let's go in with this shade, Be Mine. I thought I was going to put this look to music, but I think using Smitten show you my shock whenever I apply these shades. This in my crease. Very pigmented, look at that. Next, I'm going to use number 15 by Refer, and I'm going to go into this black matte shade, My Person. Just kind of pack that in the outer corner. And you don't need a lot. And you can keep blending this out. I didn't dip back into the pan, so it's not going to be as scary as, say, a Pat McGrath black matte shade. Going back in with the first brush and just kind of blend that out up at the top. Now let me go in with Smitten. I'm going to use my finger. I'm going to place that in the center of my eye and going out. Wow, that is deep. Look at that. That was just one dip with my finger and it got me this. I hope I'm not going to mess up. And we're not going anywhere tonight because it was sleeting all day yesterday and there's still ice on the roads. And you know, here in North Texas, if there's ice on the roads, we pretty much shut everything down. So we're not going anywhere. So if I mess up, I think that'll be okay. Look, I still have some on my finger. Now this one does have some like very small glitter shades to give it a little bit of a sheen. It has a creamy texture to it. Let me go in with the Mini Booster by Sonia G and just kind of blend that out. Because this one is a little bit of a creamier texture. I just want to make sure it's blended in, especially in the crease part. I have to pull my lids just to make it a little tight there. Let's lighten this look up a little bit, and let's go in with this taupey shade Smooch. Place that in the inner corner of my eye. And I'm going to use a brush, the Builder Pro by Sonia G. I like that taupe in the inner corner. That just brightened it up a little bit. In the center too. All right, I think that is all I'm going to do. Let me get the first brush and just kind of blend everything out in the top here. I wonder if I have to get a little bit more of the black matte shades. Do one dip with a brush and just kind of pack it out, pack it on. Let me go ahead and apply some concealer and foundation on, and I'll come back and do underneath my eyes. I'm going to go in with the first shade that I used, All Mine, underneath my eyes, and place that all over underneath my eyes. Now going in with the pencil brush, and I'm going to go in with this metallic shade Smitten and just place that. Wow, okay, you can use this as a liner too. And just kind of stop halfway and bring that all the way up to the top. And I'm going to keep it thin more in the middle and just kind of flare it out, make it thicker in the outer corner. Add a little bit more in the outer corner. I don't know if you can see the difference on camera, but this side does have a little bit more in the outer corner, a little bit thicker and thinner in the middle, whereas this one's a little bit thinner. So let me add a little bit more on this side in the outer corner. Let me clean this pencil brush because I want to go into that taupe shade. This shade Smooch, and place that in the inner corner underneath my eyes. And this always makes my eyes water whenever I place something right here in the inner corner. What do you think? Like I've said many times before, I am not a makeup artist. This is just a 54-year-old woman having fun with makeup and trying to do a dark smoky eye. One thing that I've noticed about this palette, that it doesn't have a shade like a shadow topper that I can place in the center of my eye that makes this look pop. I mean, the shadows are great. It's creamy, it's pigmented, but sometimes you want that sparkle in there. I mean, I can get another shade from another palette, say a Pat McGrath, one of her Bliss Astral shades. But let me just finish putting everything on and I'll be right back. Here's the finished look, and what do you think, guys? The shades are very creamy and they blended out very nice. And I did use a nude pencil for the waterline. This is by Essence, $3. Y'all know I love this pencil, and this is the shade, I always forget the name of this one. This is Silky Nude, and of course I brought my black one here just to see how it would look. I could put it over Silky Nude in my waterline, but first let me show you how it looks like with Silky Nude. I'm still more partial to the black liner. I know it's going to be a hard habit to break. But I have to say the shadows itself performed beautifully. And I like that texture, that creamy texture there. And that taupe shade in the middle and putting it underneath my eyes too and in the inner corner, very nice. So again, this is what it looks like with the Silky Nude eye pencil and the waterline. And we put the black in there. In one eye, we'll just go from there. So this side has the black liner with Silky Nude, and this is just Silky Nude. I myself like this side. I know some people may disagree. I still like the black pencil. Let me do this side. Make it even. Just for fun, I did bring one of my Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes. This is the Mothership 6 Midnight Sun. And I want to use this astral shade, Astral Solstice. And just kind of, let's see, let's swatch it first. See, that's the sparkle I was hoping for. And let me just place that in the center of the eye and see what happens. Yeah, see, that just kind of brought some light to this look. Oops. This one does have some fallout. Got some glitter on my cheeks there. But I think this did add a little something something to this look. But without using Astral Solstice, I think it would have been still a beautiful look. Too bad we're not going out tonight because I do like this look. It's very pretty, very, very dramatic. So yeah, I'm going to do one more look with this palette and we'll go from there. What do you think, guys? Here is the finished look. And I just realized, for me, whenever I put a highlight in the inner corner of my eye, it doesn't look too good because this eye especially starts to water. And I can already see it start to water and it's looking kind of not so pretty. And I noticed that too with the previous look. That one side was a little bit off. And I think it's just my eyes. My eyes just doesn't handle it because yeah, this one is already starting to get wet and the shadow's starting to come off right here. And that's not because of the eyeshadow. It's just because my eyes are watery. So even though it does look pretty whenever you put a highlight in the inner corner, for me, I guess it just doesn't work out for my eyes, my allergies. But all in all, this is a pretty look and all three looks are pretty from this palette. I mean, can't go wrong with Sydney Grace. But let's talk about this palette, Be Mine. It's beautiful. Let me show you where I put the sticker. I ended up putting the sticker right here on the mirror. That'd be a cute little place to put it. But the shadows in here, very pigmented, very blendable, just, I mean, it's Sydney Grace. Next time I'm going to have to try this shade Eye Candy and pair it with this shade Pucker Up. I think those two would look great together. Because Eye Candy does have a little bit of a red base to it. And I just love Pucker Up. Like I said, I think this one would be a great one and done look. But this is a beautiful palette. And from what I could see online, that it's still available in the light and in the deep. And if you're thinking about getting this palette, of course, use a code. And again, I'll link them down below for you guys. A couple codes that I use. But this is a beautiful palette. Love the color story in here. And I think this would be a great look for Valentine's Day too, kind of the bronzy look. I'm into, I guess, mixing metals with the bronze and the gold. Well, alright you guys, thank you so much for watching this video of me playing with the Be Mine palette by Sydney Grace. And I hope the three looks that I did are helpful and enjoyable for you guys. Again, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day and happy Valentine's Day. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.